Hello friends and welcome to Pavan Pro's Pit Stop and to another exciting video on badminton. So the brand and the product we are going to talk about is pretty much new in India, and they have recently introduced their products in the Indian market. However, they have been in the badminton business for more than 30 years, and they sell products in more than 40 countries around the world and sponsor some international players belonging to the United States, Thailand, Indonesia, Philippines, Denmark, Hong Kong, etc. The product is the Young Malaysia Fury 17, which we also call as the Young Fury 17. Well, the Fury series from Young is one of the most popular series, and it is also called as the value for money series, which is already popular in the Southeast Asian market, and now similarly it is getting popular in India because they are providing high performance rackets, superior specifications and affordable prices in India. So before we get on to the key specifications of the racket, let us talk about some important features of this racket. And one of the most important features of this racket is that it is a 100% single piece high modulus graphite badminton racket without a T-joint. Yes, without a T-joint. This is something very exciting about this racket, and we will talk about it further in the video. Well, the Young Fury 17 is available in 3 different categories, that is 4U, 5U and 6U. And the one we are going to talk about, and which is the more popular category in India, is the 4U category. And let us just jump on to the key specifications of the racket. So talking about the frame is a 24-ton high modulus graphite, and the shaft is also made of high modulus graphite of Japan. If we talk about the grip is G1. Yes, G1. Normally, you know that the grips that are used most widely are the G4, G5 and G2. We have G3 or G1 rackets, but they are not used. But this is one of the very few rackets which provides G1 as the grip. Now, if we talk about the flexibility of the shaft, it is a medium flexible shaft, and if we talk about the balance point, it is 285 plus minus 5 millimeters head balance racket. And if we talk about the string tension, the maximum string tension the racket can take is 28 lbs. So one of the most important things that the viewers wanted to know was the make of this racket. See, this is pretty much debatable if the brand is Malaysian or Chinese. Well, the brand is Malaysian, but it was named after one of the international players who was from China. So that is why there is this confusion if it is a brand from China or Malaysia. But the brand is Malaysian, but the products made are from China and Malaysia both. So it depends if you're, if the importer has imported it from China or from Malaysia. So that completely depends. But what I see is that as of now, there has been no compromise on the quality and the finishing of the Young rackets. So if we talk about the price point of the racket, this racket starts from 2,500 rupees onwards in the open market and online. And who all want to buy it online, for them I'll share the links, the discounted links in the description section below from where you can purchase it. So friends, before we move ahead, I would like to inform you that as the festive season is around and approaching, so there will be a number of deals online for badminton equipment or sports equipment like shuttles, shoes, badminton rackets, grips, and even deals on apparels like t-shirts, shorts related to sports. And I'll be sharing the generic links in the description section, which you can use to follow, purchase and explore more items as you wish. And hope you have a wonderful festive season ahead. Let's see the racket closely and see how you feel about it. So if we talk about the frame technology of the racket, it is engineered with the power frame similarly to the Apex Z Ziegler. Then it has a high restorability, anti-torsion and super high elasticity. So when we say super high elasticity, it clearly indicates that there is an incredible vibration resistance, which means that the vibration levels in the shaft and the frame are very much reduced. And when we talk about elasticity, we also think about the swing. We get a better swing. A better swing means we get more power, we can generate more power into those smashes to clear the third line. So as mentioned earlier, that this is a 100% single piece high modulus graphite badminton racket without a T-joint. Yes, definitely there is no T-joint, and in the recent past we haven't heard of any racket or many rackets which do not have a T-joint to connect the shaft and the frame. Now what they have done is that the area where previously we used to have that T-joint has been filled with multiple layers of super high elastic carbon with high modulus graphite, and they've used a particular kind of a binding agent which actually makes it more durable, and comparatively the shaft area and the frame area where actually they both connect is comparatively thicker as compared to the other rackets. Now let us talk about the benefit of not having a T-joint as a connectoid between the frame and the shaft. We know that this has been a benchmark. A T-joint in a single piece racket has been a benchmark for years now, and that is one of or I would say one of the most important ways to connect the shaft and the frame. Now let me show you how not having a T-joint can be more beneficial. For example, see here I have actually used a small wire which has a plastic sleeve over it. So I've just made it like a T here, the way it is in the racket. So now if from here I try to bend it, I'll need more force. Now if with this plastic coating, if I remove the wire from inside the plastic coating, then probably the pressure, the flexibility will be more. I can bend it more easily as compared to that T-joint when induced between the connectoid for the frame and the shaft. And more flexibility clearly indicates that there is more swing, more power and more energy and force in those smashes. And this was exactly what I experienced when I got my hands onto this racket. So before we start with the performance, let me tell you my experiences that I share with you are my experiences as an individual, though I try to make them generic to suit most of the players, but then definitely everyone has different gaming style, so your experiences may vary with mine. Now talking about the performance of the racket, we know that this is a 4U category racket, and this is one of the most exciting categories in today's badminton game, where most of the rackets belonging to this category suit almost all kind of games, may it be singles, doubles, attacking game, defensive game, or placements or net drops or cross net drops, whatever. And this racket is no different. We know that this racket has great flexibility, good power, good stability. And when I tried the third line clear, I would say it had enough power to clear the third line. However, the accuracy of the racket might be compromised, as we know that this racket has greater flexibility. Well, if we talk about the net play, like the drops, cross net drops, or just the punches close to the net are pretty reasonable, but I would say a stiffer shaft would have been much better. Well, talking about the playability of the racket does fall in the category of professional badminton racket, but then it depends on the style and the game and the kind of racket you are looking forward to. But at the end of the day and the limited time that I had, I would say this racket is a good racket for singles as well as doubles. So if we talk about the strings and the string tension, we know that the maximum limit of the string tension is 28 lbs. And I would suggest you to go for more stable and controlled strings like the BG65, 65 titanium, BG95, BG99. So finally I got my hands onto this racket, and this is how my final verdict looks and the graph looks on the score of 10, where power is 8.1, performance is 7.9, third line clear is 8.2, control is 7.8, and the durability is 8. So this was my understanding of the racket, and any of you who already own this racket and have an experience, please do share it in the comment section. And until then, stay safe, stay healthy, watch healthy videos, stay away from corona, and have a good day.